Will we see it open up at all? Lysette to the space. Boak. Rockcliffe with the clearance. Good looking ball forward as well. Rosie couldn't get onto the end of it. Crisp and just on the end of it.
To Gray, and then Gray with a telling handball inside to Rockcliffe. So good in the clearance as Rockcliffe. Lysette had to be quick, and he was. Ebert's already kicked 2 tonight. Oh, nearly a hat-trick at the Gabba.
Wasn't Robbie Gray's ability.
Come there and been waiting a while. Adams to go, he did well. Told to go, he was looking to go. Hartlett made sure he didn't. Comes back on the left. The fly there from Myercheck. Hoskin Elliott off hands, got it to Pendlebury. Normally loads up on the left and gives it to another left footer in Greenwood, who drills it home. Fast entry, quick result.
I think it's really important that flexibility to change things up when it's not working so well for you, and to push to go a little bit higher, and then the follow-up Pendlebury from the stoppage. Just again, we talk about it all the time, but the ability to make the right decision at the right time, and that's it. Just putting it out in front of a player on his left foot to finish it. That's why he's such an effective player over such a long...
He attacked it hard. He's going to like that. That's the best moment for him tonight. Dacos.
Downfield. Travis.
Gee, they are big penalties. So Varco to put the ball deep in Collingwood's forward line.
Just a little bit late there with the unload. So Varco, long way out. High footy. To go, he flew. Not sure whether it was set up for Cox and he didn't come forward to the footy. Looked like it was more a Cox ball going inside. Thomas, Elliott, squirted it. Hoskin Elliott. Stevenson, little right foot snap on line, on target. That's how you can influence things when they haven't gone well for you.
A great call before, Bruce, about Stevenson's best part of the game, and here he just follows it up with a quick snap, and it's come off the forward pressure in the Collingwood, and you can see the players around him, they want him to be playing well.
Front, Rockcliffe, Boken, Pendlebury. Boak wins that one. High ball forward, Dixon underneath. Rosie, still with Rosie. Amon's a left footer. They know all that. It's not going to be a goal.
Not a lot of space to work with. Kept it alive. Dacos flick. In tight. Eventually Dersmar, Rockcliffe, little one on the ground. Gee, I think it's there. It is. Rockcliffe kicks a beauty.
We just see here Port Adelaide able to keep the ball alive, and it's scrappy. It's a great call, Bruce, that they've been able to find a way to bounce back quickly when Collingwood have hit the scoreboard, and again, Collingwood kick a couple.
Hands were beautiful. Gray and crisp, wonderful tackle. Boat the ball, belts the ball forward. Good spot for Adams, couldn't quite. Dixon's hands were good. Rosie should kick it, and he doesn't.
Protected zone, but enough to stop him kicking the ball there. So now he goes long to Adams. Off hands Motlop. Little right foot inside out ball. He's an expert at these, Motlop. That's his kick. Seen him do it a million times.
Well, it's just what they needed after a flat start to this quarter. A couple of centre bounce clearances, quick direct play into their forward line, and a contest from their forwards just to bring that ball to ground and kick.
Cut off though. Gray's been hunting brilliantly. Wine's got it from Rockcliffe. Wine spreads it. Marshall's been quiet. Gets a chance. Moore rolls him over.
Little kick. They keep going now. Marshall can go ahead as well. Boak's on the run if he can turn him around. Robbie Gray. He does. The gather superb. The kick a beauty. And Palpepper. Time to finish this set shot off for 3 in a row. Got it. Squeezed it through for the first time tonight. A side has kicked 3 in a row.
We just see how ball movement and how effective it can be when you turn and go and look up at Port Adelaide. Just move the ball so quickly. Robbie Gray, beautiful take and turn, and they've just turned it from a back flank into a forward 50 shot. And since Collingwood, Stevenson's goal, they've 5-0 in the inside 50s. They've kicked 3 goals, 1. And when they've challenged Daisy, they've really...
To Woodcock, one of the inclusions tonight. Gee, he asked those hamstrings to stretch a bit of Boakes, but he's up for it. Boak with a little...
Pushing back downfield. Connor, your kick. It's downfield.
So So Rosie with the shot. Goes short to E, but be a problem. Let's just see. He's had 3 shots at goal. He's timed it really well for distance.
Little one back to Chris. Now they work it onto Roughhead. Gets a bit of a look at it. Tried to spear the ball in. Well done by Dixon. Well done. The smother and the follow-up from his teammate and youngster in Dersma.
Great pressure all round Port Adelaide. Houston first with a couple of efforts, and Dersma smart enough to not go to the same player.
No one was there. Here's Dixon, able to squirt the handball out to Gray. Gray out the back to Amon, just a little underground handball. Impressive intelligence there, as now Gray, top of the square, high ball, couldn't mark it off hand. Pepper, lunging tackle, didn't have it. Gee, Crisp was hanging on the back of him.
Oh, just off the top.
Cox tapped it cleverly. Elliott's a good finisher. Gets himself inside 50. Balances, thinks about it. Runs out of room. Goes back to Ngoe. Good spot to have it, Ngoe. Right here and now. And missing the lot.
This is the football out wide, but it's coming back. Maynard, here comes Dersman to apply a little bit of pressure. Got the little handball off to Dacos. Centering ball, high ball again. Myatek and Pendlebury. Off hands, it comes to Thomas. Left foot snap around the corner. Cox.
Cool to go. Geez, a casual kick. Huge fly from Greenwood. Boak to Gray. Called those names a bit together in the one sentence over the years. Woodcock, Lysette. Decides not to go off the ground. Probably should have to just... George's boat might be in there as well. Big fly from Levi here.
Inside of the ankle for Lysette too, Bruce.
Maynard's long ball to go. He launches Varco. Late chance for the Pies. Varco's got a lot on it. Kicks right to Cox. Bounce.
Port Adelaide.
Gee, that is a big win in the context of...
See it again, but I think you're right, Dave.
Last chance, Quayner's kick, siren about to go.
No score. No score.
Gee, was very clever by Varco. That would have been goal of the year. Let's have a look at this again, Job and Daisy.
Everybody looks good, but you don't go back to get the ball, so it's a block. Does that make sense? You have to compete for the ball.
He's running back like that.
So a discussion, but the umpire...
Can the Pies trim anything back and put off that trip to Perth? Well, Port Adelaide finishes the minor premiers once again. Poke aggressively confronting him. Noble, entry inside 50. Mackenzie had to go back. It was good stuff. Thomas looked inside, nothing there. Little bit of a pirouette. Did it get a bounce? No, I'm with you, Bruce. It is of ultra importance in this game.
Maynard, kick down the centre, not so good. Houston misses one for the first time. Pendlebury doesn't. Makes the ball talk. Gives it to Ngoe. Ngoe goes bang. The captain to the match winner.
Well, it's quite unusual to see these two teams tonight turn the ball over in the centre corridor. They've both been very conservative with their ball movement, and you see why. And we talked about how could you sum up Scotty Pendlebury? Well, it's just when you've got the ball in your hand, you control the game, and it's not...
With a real chance to set something up.
Yep. Good ball in the middle. Amon. Mark got plenty of time to sum this up. Chipping ball and gives a target to Marshall.
Play, but it's that kick there that changes the whole way in which the ball is going to enter the forward line, and his ability to break it up through changing the direction in the middle of the ground.
25-metre kick for Marshall. Looks pretty stock standard, and he's made it look every bit that.
Toyota fan zone.
Except that guy in the top middle.
Still working on him, BT.
Yep.
But yeah, Pal Pepper hit up to leave that space for Marshall, which Amon found with the kick.
Marshall it did. Handball was cut off and intercepted there beautifully by Maynard. Little right foot kick now. Elliott won't get there on the mark. Traps it. Now he's hemmed in by Jonas. Left foot stab.
Promising position here. So Noble keeps it towards the pocket. Cox, yes, he's got it, the big guy. Been waiting all night for this, Days.
Hold there, please.
Mackenzie.
So he's 90% from set shots this year, and Only twice in the AFL era has a team, 1991 West Coast and 2000 Essendon, been top all the way through. But before tonight, only 3 times in 95 years had a team been top from round 1 to the end of the minor round. It's quite remarkable.
And if you look at the players used, Joe, Collingwood have used 40, Port Adelaide have used 30. Sort of indicative where they're at, isn't it?
And where they've come from.
So Port Adelaide have withstood the challenge tonight. Noble Ebert tapping out. Wines to Dixon. Collingwood are on their way to Perth. And Port have done it. March all the way through to September.